Hi, I'm going to talk a little bit about the skills and qualities that a tutor needs when taking on a role of tutor for students. Just going to talk about five skills and qualities that a tutor needs. The first one, and I think this is probably one that can often be overlooked, the importance of a positive attitude. So the tutor should model a positive attitude when working with tutees. This is really, really vital because what we model is something that students will often emulate. And so if we are putting forth a positive energy within our classroom, within the sessions that we have with the students that we're tutoring, the chances that the students taking on kind of that energy that we are modeling is much higher if we are approaching the situation with kind of a sense of maybe that we don't want to be in that role. Then the students are going to sense this immediately. So it is very, very important to model a positive attitude when working with students, and they are more likely to follow suit. Also, the tutor should try to build rapport with students and can do this in so many ways. But the first thing is to really get to know students via inquiring about their likes, dislikes, interests, and abilities. I know as an educator that I really, really value students knowing me and me knowing students. When a student feels like he has made a connection or she has made a connection with an educator and that we actually are listening to them when they're talking about likes and dislikes and interests of the things they do, checking in on like what they did over the weekend. These are the kinds of things that really cannot be underestimated. The third thing, the tutor should be a facilitator for student goal setting. So each student in a tutorial should be setting SMART goals for their academics, for their extracurricular, for their time management, and much more. So that goal setting time, taking that time to goal set, is a skill and is also an attribute that the tutor will want to have. Often, tutors can share personal anecdotes also about their own goal setting kinds of maybe things that they have done in the past that have worked for them, or things that might be relevant to think about that maybe students wouldn't be thinking about on their own. So the idea of really being a facilitator to really generate the ideas from students to see what it is that they want to accomplish. And again, that relates back with point number two about inquiring about likes and dislikes and interests and abilities. So often the goal setting is really part and parcel with what is within the realm of capability of the student, how he or she sees their abilities or lack of abilities, where they might need to work to improve these things, and how they can communicate this with their tutor. The fourth thing that a tutor should be able to do is to serve as a liaison between students and their other subject area teachers and administrators. Many times, if students are having some academic difficulties or social emotional difficulties, the tutor will be the first person that they might speak to. Sometimes these kinds of situations need to be taken to other people. So the liaising aspect cannot be underestimated, so that the student feels comfortable talking to the tutor The tutor feels comfortable relaying messages to other people, such as counselors, academic subject teachers, etc. So it's really, really a good idea that the tutor has those lines of communication open with the other pertinent staff members who can also influence the success of each student. And finally, the tutor should demonstrate flexibility when working with students. So every year changes. Every year, a student body is not going to be the same as it was the year before. The needs of students are going to differ. And so the tutor, even if they have a set curriculum for what is supposed to happen in the tutorial, um, and the tutorials can have many different names. In my school, it's called a cohort. Previously, it was called an advisory. But the flexibility is key so that the tutor knows how to adapt and adjust based on the needs of students, and also to offer life skills and advice whenever these things are relevant in the tutoring time. Thank you.